Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the Mental MX5 series. Just had round 1, so this is now round 2. Staying in America, we head to Road at Atlanta. And the grid is set by the fastest laps from race 1 that was at Watkins Glen. So Fast JMS starts on pole. In second we have Evil Knievel. In third place we have the race winner, Dimpy Limpy, starting in third place. In fourth we have MacGyver. Oh, he must have had time to go and quickly chuck on a livery between race 1 and race 2. He'll start in fourth. In fifth place we have SG2. In sixth we have CMAC. In seventh place we have DRC Howder. He was like Superman at the end, trying to smash into all them walls at the bus stop. In eighth place we have J West. See if the force is strong for him in this one. In ninth we have King Kong. And in 10th place we have Catman. So that is your 10 drivers for this race. And let's get these guys underway for another 20-minute race. And away we go here for the second round at Road Atlanta. Second race, at Road Atlanta. Fast JMS off with a lightning start down towards turn 1. Evil there is going to go side by side. Is he with Dimpy? No, Dimpy's just going to tuck in behind. But Dimpy's got a good exit there out of turn 1. He's going to go past Evil. Is he up towards the top of the hill? Oh, a little bit tight there. Evil there. Oh, he's been spun around by SG2. That's caused absolute carnage between everyone. Let's just have a look at this between... I think it was Dimpy that kind of spooked Evil there, cutting across. Oh no, there's a slight tap there from MacGyver, which just caused absolute carnage for everyone. Who did we have going off there? We had J West, MacGyver, SG2, Howder, King Kong, Evil. 5 drivers all going slow. A bit more carnage as everyone's joining back on track between King Kong and Howder. And then the Evil there now on the inside of King Kong. Absolute chaos, but with all that chaos happening, Dimpy got himself into first place just ahead of Fast JMS. So Dimpy's trying to carry on from where he left off in race 1. Out at the front, trying to lead the way. CMAC there in third. He's got a bit of a gap now between him and Fast JMS. I think he was just behind all the action that happened. So them two off to a flying start. CMAC third. MacGyver there in fourth. He kind of got caught up a little bit. He went into the barrier. I think everyone else kind of went off track into barriers wherever they wanted to go. J West there in fifth. A little bit deep there into the chicane. Howder there works his way back up to 6th place, going grass cutting there on the exit of the chicane. It's going to bleed a little bit of time now to Evil there in 7th place, who was kind of not the start of the incident, but got caught up at the beginning, at the front of it. SG2 there, just tag along behind these two as well. Hopefully he can try and work his way back up to middle of the pack. He's got his hazards on at the moment. Just was out to try and warn the other guys there was a hazard up ahead, and forgot to turn his hazard lights off. King Kong then in 9th place, with Catman there back down into 10th place. Not too sure if he had moved up places from the incident, but there's been another change for the lead. Where did that happen? I must have just missed this one. I did. Fast JMS goes for the inside line there through the chicane, moves his way back up to first place ahead of Dimpy. So it looks like these two are going to have a good old ding-dong battle. I was around Yes, I was. I think. But yeah, now Fast MS now into first place. Now to hold off Dimpy through the first sector, through all the left and rights, up and down the hills. And now we're going through this double right onto the back straight, probably the most crucial corner on the track, because if you get that one wrong, the car behind will just power on past. But I think Dimpy's going to use that slipstream to do that anyway, to get past Faster MS as we're coming down towards the chicane. He's been able to put alongside just who's going to be the late of the last break. It's going to be Dimpy braking late. It looks like, is he going to go deep? No, he's going to be sliding his way through, just gets it done ahead of Faster MS. Faster MS is going to try and retaliate, is he? No, he's not. He's going to have to sit in behind Dimpy as we come through to start lap 3. These two got a nice little lead over C-Mac there in third, but obviously all this swapping and changing's going to be losing time. Yeah, 32.2 by Fast, 32.1 and a 31.8. So C-Mac is very slowly catching up to these guys where they are just swapping and changing places. The guy over there in fourth, J West. Someone was well off track there. It's Howder, well off track out of turn 1. That's lost him 2 spaces to J West and Evil. Drops down to 7th place now. SG2 there, still a hazard going on. Maybe a hazard in the car, who knows. King Kong then in 9th, Catman there in 10th place. Let's see, obviously going round, he will score points, so it's best to finish someone sideways out of the left-hander. King Kong. What's happened to King Kong? Did he just get it on the power? Coming out of this left-hander, it's quite easy to do. Get on the curb. Oh no, just lost it going into the corner, and then just speared himself into barrier. It's going to allow Catman to fly past into 9th place. So he's going to have a race with King Kong, trying to get back up to speed again, but back to the front. Fast MS and Dimpy going side by side again, and exactly the same replay as we just had a lap ago. But Dimpy's been able to get that one stopped a little bit quicker this time around. Didn't go so deep and had to try and drift it through the chicane. But Fast there, he's not going to let this one slide. He's going to try and retaliate straight away again down towards the first corner. Will he do so? It looks like he's pulled to the right hand side again. He's gone for that move, which he did do literally a lap ago. So textbook move there from Fast MS. Dimpy on the bonds, he didn't cover that one off, so maybe third time lucky. Dimpy will defend that inside line towards turn 1, but these two are 32s. C-Mac just a tiny bit slower than these two, so they weren't fighting as much, it seems, for this one. Oh, Fast there, got a little bit tail happy. He's allowed Dimpy to slip past into first place. Was that Fastest tactic to see if he can use a slipstream on Dimpy up ahead to get into first coming out of the chicane, and see if he can put away from Dimpy. I don't think Fast is close enough. Let's jump on board. No, he's dropped a good 3/4 of a second to Dimpy up ahead, so it's not going to be this lap round that Fast gets back into first place at the chicane. C-Mac there, he's gone purple, 4 tenths purple, so he's you can see these guys are definitely battling and trying to catch up to them in front. The guy over there in 4th place, he's not too far off the fastest lap as well. Gets a little bit tail happy coming out of the chicane. Does C-Mac carry that 4 tenths purple across the line? He improves, he goes 5 tenths purple, but MacGyver goes even quicker, only just quicker than C-Mac. But that's a whole second quicker than these front two. But C-Mac and MacGyver have done that round, so they are flying up to the front, which I thought they'd already checked out after 1 lap. So it shows don't keep fighting, because you will lose time to the cars behind. Evil there in 5th place now. A little bit lonely, it seems. He's got a bit of a gap to him and West behind. Gets it a little slightly coming over the crest of the hill as he's coming down through the S's now. SG2 there in 7th place. He's kind of just hanging on to the tailcoats of West in front of him. Howder there. He's had a bit of a shocker lap 3. Lost a bit of time and looks like he's struggling a little bit with the car in this one. Maybe not got the crew chief to put the right setup on for the car that he had at Watkins Glen. Obviously the travel over just changed a few things up. King Kong there, he's got past Catman for that 9th place, so he has caught up and got past. I don't know if Catman had a Catman's a little bit slower this time out this lap, so I'm guessing Catman's had a little bit of mistake for King Kong to get past. But so as long as you finish the races, you get points. So actually, not all points make prizes, but it's definitely worth a go. Dimpy there, he's got back into 1st place. Fast MS tried to have a little move, and it's all this action's allowed C-Mac now to go right up to the rear end of these two. Let's jump on board with C-Mac and see what he can see. These two guys up ahead fighting for this 1st place on the road. So we're nearly at halfway distance, so it's going to be about 12 laps or so for this. Should be about 10 laps, I reckon. Maybe about 10, maybe get into 11 laps for this race. Obviously there's no worry about fuel or tyre wear. So it's set to 1, but these cars don't really use it too much. They're not fast enough to burn through their fuel. But C-Mac here, the view behind is nice and clear until MacGyver comes over the crest of the hill, about 2 seconds or so behind, but his eyes are definitely not going to be looking in that mirror. Now he's coming up to Fast JMS. No, but he's going to go for the move. Is he coming down towards the chicane? No, he's going to show his nose, and Fast JMS cuts it off as we come through the chicane over the crest of this hill down towards the last corner. He lost a little bit of time there to get through the middle of the chicane, but he's going to let Fast JMS try and attack Dimpy, maybe try and pick up any pieces that he can from these two fighting. Dimpy now, he left the door open once again for Fast JMS into turn 1. I don't know if Dimpy's doing it on purpose, but Fast JMS has got it all sorts of wrong. He's got it on the curb, and that's going to allow C-Mac to slip into 2nd place now. So that is what C-Mac was waiting for. Just any little mishaps from one of the 2 guys in front just to slip on past. Now he's going to be focusing on that purple and blue Mazda up in front of him. I wonder if he can force Dimpy into a mistake. Didn't have much pressure at all in race 1, but this race he's had 10 minutes of action-packed battling with Fast JMS, and now obviously C-Mac has joined the scene. MacGyver there, he's tantalisingly close to this front 3 to make it front 4, which would be fairly interesting for the last 9 minutes of the race to go. Gets this chicane good, he'll be right up to the rear end of Fast JMS. Looks like he's done it fairly well. Yeah, he's definitely going a lot quicker than I know. Fast JMS had a little bit of an issue at the beginning of the lap, 33.3 to a 31.6. Yeah, so yeah, MacGyver's definitely the fastest by nearly a second over these guys, and obviously a bit faster than Fast JMS, but Dimpy's gone out wide through turn 1. It's allowed C-Mac to close right up to the rear end. Just can't seem to get past C-Mac, but he's doing all the right things. He's putting the driver in front of him under a lot of pressure, just getting himself in the mirrors at the right times to try and put off the driver in front. To see if he's just going to look in his mirrors, miss his braking point, and send it flying into the wall. The Dimpy gets it stopped through this double right. Now we get on to this back straight. Fast JMS there gets the rear end lit up. It's going to lose a little bit of speed, but he's going to be in the slipstream still of C-Mac. And yeah, now MacGyver is definitely on the rear of these 3 drivers in front of him. Will Dimpy try and defend as we're coming down towards the chicane? Yes, he does. He pulls to the left-hand side. He's going to send C-Mac round the outside, but C-Mac's later on the brakes. Get it round the outside. C-Mac now into first place with just under 8 minutes of the race to go. Where has MacGyver? Where's Fast MS gone? Oh, he got it all wrong through the chicane, and MacGyver had nowhere to go but absolutely smash the rear end of that Mazda, and that's now dropped Fast MS down to 4th place, potentially out of the, won't be out of the podium spots, but be a struggle to get back to MacGyver. MacGyver has been going a little bit quicker, but that's now all that hard work that MacGyver has done to try and catch up to the front 2. All undone by a mistake. It wasn't his. It's unfortunate, but that's how racing happens. See, Fast MS didn't really want to be spinning it out with such a close battle that he's been having with Dimpy and obviously C-Mac. It's now a battle of 2 drivers for the top spot. Will Dimpy try and regain that top spot? Same as what C-Mac just did to him a lap ago down this back straight. Oh, Dimpy getting all leery over the curbs. I will just go quickly through, see if there's any other drivers close. Evil's closing up to the rear end of Fast SG2. He's got West not too far behind him. Howder's there on his own. King Kong's just ahead of Catman as well, as they're just starting lap 9. But C-Mac there, he's on the right hand side, Dimpy on the left. Who's going to make it through the chicane first? It looks like C-Mac's going to try and do the same again. He's just going to try and defend it round the outside of the first part of the chicane. Parks it on the apex in front of Dimpy through the right-hander, and Dimpy can't do anything about it. The old switcheroo will not happen. Oh, Dimpy again. That rear end, he loves it. Snaking all over the place. He looks like he's going to try and make this move in towards turn 1, but C-Mac, he's not having any of it. He's going to try and hang it round the outside, which he does do. Lovely bit of driving there between these 2 drivers. No real contact, no. You get a bit of rubbing and racing, but yeah, keeping it nice and clean. C-Mac's opened up a little bit of a gap there over Dimpy. Dimpy must have had a little bit of a poor S's there at the top of the hill. Just allowed C-Mac just to open up a couple of car lengths. But obviously the slipstream is only on real, but these cars do need that slipstream really to take advantage and go even faster. MacGyver there, and he's got a half-second penalty, so he's looks like he has been catching, but oh, Evil here. Oh, Fast MS is getting it all sorts of tail happy onto the back straight. That's going to lose time. He's not going to lose time to SG there, but he lost place to Evil, who has set the fastest lap of the race, 30.9. I don't think really anyone's got close to it. 31.4. Yeah, these 2. Oh, Dimpy's made the move. Let's go back and have a look at that one. So I was looking at the lap times. C-Mac there, he goes in a little bit hot, tries to park it on the exit there. Dimpy was wise to it once again. C-Mac's done that 3 times in a row, and I said 3 times a charm. Dimpy learnt the 3rd time just to keep it going, and gets that cut back from Dimpy, from C-Mac, and goes into first place for Dimpy. And now all he's got to do is try and hold off for 4 minutes and see if C-Mac can. Oh, we've got yellow flag up ahead. Catman and King Kong, looks like they've had a little bit of a ding dong through the S's there, but oh, Dimpy's picked up a half-second, so he just gets into first place and picks up a half-second penalty. Not what you want to be doing, because that's just going to lose you that first place now. And hopefully Catman and King Kong will see these 2 guys coming up. They should be getting blue flags, I would think. Yep, there we go. Blue flags will pop up for Catman at the moment. King Kong's just that little bit further ahead. He won't get them currently. But Dimpy, he put his indicator on. He's going to move to the right to serve this penalty. Nice drive in there from Dimpy, aware of his surroundings. And there goes C-Mac into first place. Now is he going to try and defend as best he can? We've only got now 3 minutes left of this race. It's absolutely flown by. MacGyver there, he's just going to be struggling to try and catch up to the front two. Evil Knievel, has he been catching up? It looks like Evil's been catching up a little bit on MacGyver last couple of laps as well. Fast MS, great first start of the race for him so far, but then just the last couple of laps, just letting it slip away. And just, is he going to try and go for the fastest lap? Yes, he does. By 0.06 of a second, he gets that fastest lap. They've got it in the first race. Will he try and keep on to that for the second race? Jay West and SG2 there fighting for 6th and 7th place. Looks like Jay West might have, has caught up to SJ. I keep saying SJ because I see the MJ. SG. And overtaken him in the last couple of laps as well. Howder there. He looks like he's really struggled in this one for pace. Down in 8th place, King Kong there in 9th, Catman there, he's in the barrier. What? He's been in the pits. Not too sure if he's been in, filled up and put new tyres on, so maybe trying to go for that fastest lap. But C-Mac and Dimpy there. Dimpy serves that half second, and then a lap later he's trying to go for that lead once again. He's just going to try and squeeze C-Mac as King Kong there. He's off in the background. That's not going to be off-putting at all for these two at the front of the field. But Dimpy there, he looks like he's got this position, but C-Mac's still there on the inside. Running it out wide is there, Dimpy, trying to use all the track and more that he can. C-Mac's diving up the inside for turn 1. Is this going to be the last lap? Yes, it is. We've got 1:10 to go, and yeah, they're only just going to miss out on getting onto lap 14, but C-Mac there at the front of the field with the last lap. I don't know if that's the place you want to be with how long this back straight is. Looks like everyone's going to get across before the timing as well, so that'll work out quite nicely. But C-Mac there, he's going to defend as much as he can from Dimpy, and MacGyver's definitely catching. He's caught 1.4 seconds on the last lap, so head down and he could get a high position if any of these two really do mess up the chicane. Dimpy there, he's messed up coming onto the back straight, but he's somehow kept the pace and got past C-Mac. How the hell he's done that, I have no idea. Is C-Mac going to slip in behind him, or has he not been able to drop back far enough? Looks like he has, but obviously been able to be on the right hand side for the chicane. You know, C-Mac's been able to do this move a couple of times, been able to go around the outside, but Dimpy there keeps it tight. He's going to come round to potentially, is he going to win this one? I think he will do. So Dimpy's going to take the first 2 wins of the MX5 series at Road Atlanta. Now C-Mac will finish in second, MacGyver finishes in the third, very close, top 3. Evil finishes in 4th place. A good result there for Evil after the lap 1 that he had. Fast will come across to finish in 5th place. Fastest lap for Fast, so that will be an extra point for him as well. Jay West will come across to finish in 6th place, just ahead of SG2 in 7th. Howder, he's going to come round down this hill to finish in 8th place. He just set his fastest lap of the last lap as well. He finishes in 8th. Catman. Ooh, what's happened to Kong? No, Kong's still going. Kong's had a really bad lap, I think. Yeah, they're both on lap 12. A couple laps behind the leaders. Not really sure what happened to Catman. I know Catman pitted and was in the wall, but he'll finish in 9th place. And King Kong will stay with him for a bit. So yeah, obviously we've got round 3 hopefully coming up for this first round 3. Race 3 for round 1. We will be at the Streets of Willow for that one. Track not very common, not very well used, but we'll see how these guys get on, and it will be a reverse grid as well. So see, King Kong will be starting in first place for that one, and Dimpy will be starting at the back. And obviously, if you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, maybe consider subscribing whilst you're there. And King Kong will finish in 10th place, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.